Hey, welcome everyone. So what is the day anyway? Today's Friday. We got a really great seminar coming up. It's a free webinar. Actually, it starts on Sunday at, I believe at 3 o'clock. I don't remember. Let me look at it real quick. The seminar starts at 3 hours at 12 o'clock, 12 to 3 Oklahoma time, Central Time, and about relationships. I've been working on myself and with lots of people for it'll be going on 26 years this year. Of course, I started out with NLP, how the mind works, mechanics of the mind, then I bought EFT and back in 99. And I built my own protocols, processes, techniques, and system. And one of the number one things that I discovered was why we have problems, how we have problems, and the cause of all problems. And be honest with you, it really breaks down to relationships. If you think about any problem you may have, there's a relationship involved, whether it's your parents or friends or other people, fears and phobias. A lot of these things are relationships. So how to heal your heart as if it's broken, but how to end the pain, clean up what you need to clean up, and improve the relationship. There's a woman who called me. She called me on the phone and she goes, I need help. I need help with my husband. I don't know what to do with him. I said, is he alive? First of all, is he alive? Yes. She said, we've been married for 20 something years and I just don't know what to do. And I said, okay, well, this is how I do relationships. I said, what I'll do is I'll work on you and then I'll work on him. Now, what I would have you do and have him do the same is write a list of everything you don't like about this guy, everything he ever did, everything he ever said, whatever it is attached to him, whether it's the family, the in laws, the outlaws, you name it, whatever it is. And what I will do is we'll do a session. And then when I get done with you, I'll work on him. And so she came in. We started working on her list about him. I said, "Oh, but make sure do not share the list between you because you know why. There's going to be a fight, some fight. Always because in relationships, you're pointing at them and they're pointing at you, and then of course there's the roads mess, and then there's a fight, and everybody has a problem. And the reason is that people come from different worlds. People come from different scenarios, different situations. Some people have some crazy stuff in their past. Some people don't have this crazy. Some people have more crazy stuff, or some people have their hurts, rejections, and abandonments, whatever it is. And so she came in, and so we worked for 2 hours working on her memories that she disliked, everything he did, and everything he did wrong. We started cleaning these up. And so then at the end of the 2 hours, she goes, I don't know what to do with him still. I said, I understand. I feel like I just wasted my time. I said, well, I'm getting ready to work with him and I'll see you next week and I'll help you some more. All right. So she leaves. And again, I go out looking for him. He's not in the foyer. So, 30 minutes later, he never showed up. So the following week, she does show up. And the first thing she says, oh my God, he completely changed. Of course, I never saw him. How did he change? What was it about him that changed? Now, I will say this, we have a tendency to see the world from our own perspective, from our own viewpoint, based on our own values and experiences. And so he changed, but what really changed? She did. Now, I will say there's another element here involved. Um, Oftentimes, and I've experienced it personally, you could be in a relationship with somebody and they have what you call a mindset. And the mindset could be, no one loves me. No matter how much you love them, they still feel like no one loves me. Another mindset is they're always taking from me. They're always stealing stuff from me. They want stuff from me. Or another mindset is um, nobody loves me. I'm abandoned. You don't care about me. All these different mindsets that people are trained to see the world from. And from these mindsets, they have a tendency to go everywhere and see exactly the same basic emotional trainings that they had for growing up. And so here it is. If she comes home and kicks her dog every time she walks in the door, eventually the dog won't greet you at the door. And that's exactly what happened with him. She had an attitude, she had a belief system, had a value system that kept her from seeing him any other way. And so for him to deal with it, he's going to go to the bar and drink because it's safer that way. And that is how that we operate. We impact them, they impact us, we handle them, how we process them, then things will shift and change. So by merely changing our hurts and pains about what we judge about them, what we don't like about them, then what happens is we can see with a different set of eyes, with the eyes of love. So say that one point. All right. So another person that I work with, and it's a relationship with her mother. She loves her mother, but can't stand her. Don't want to go around her. Don't want to be near her. All right. And I said, well, you need to work on her. You need to work on your attitude and beliefs about your mother. Now, what happens is when we grow up, we get imprinted. Now, of course, we've heard from the psychologist that you're imprinted first 7 years of your life. That's not true. You're imprinted your whole entire life, and your imprints are updated and changed by experiences and exposures. And so I said, you need, and what could happen is that we could have one experience with mom or dad or ex-husband, whatever, and that experience becomes a model in how we see them, which means they could change, but we only see them from our model of thinking. And so I said, you need to really work on your mother. She's going to, she's old, and you want to be able to really bond with her, until the day she graduates. And so that's what she did. So then she started working on herself, and then she realized mom's changed. But did mom change? No, she changed. And so this is the key and the power that we have within us. Now, granted, we know they, outside of us, do have issues. But the issue that we have is that the issue we make with their issues. It's like the woman's, said, well, I married him because I knew he was safe. He was safe for me. And it's been safe for me all these years. But now safety is not an important factor for them now. Safety is not that important. But now all of a sudden they see this relationship in not a good way because he has his own emotional stuff. And so then they start to judge and pick on that relationship. So the thing is that we have this great ability to heal ourselves, great ability to change how we represent people in our relationships, learning how to maneuver through your mind and changing how we represent things. This is the key. So I have a free seminar webinar actually starting Sunday at 12 o'clock from 12 to 3. Come and enjoy. Come ask your questions. I'll work on some people. I'll have make some changes. I'll educate you on how to actually update your whole world to where you can have something even better. Now, I've worked with people also who, although they hadn't had a relationship in 10 years, because 10 years before that, they got divorced. And it was an ugly, ugly divorce. It hurt so bad. And so they've been told, do not try a relationship until 1 year. Hopefully you'll heal by then. And yet it's been 10 years and no relationship start. So what they're still doing, they're still living in that relationship with that person 10 years later. They're still living and operating as if it was still true today. And so what we want to do is be able to update how we represent the world, how we represent our relationships. And so I said, well, we need to go and clean up the pains of the past, the hurts of the past, the traumas of the past. And as you do that, then your world begins to get better. And that's really what we're after is a better world for ourselves, a better world for everyone involved. And then as we continue to do that, our life gets better. So learning how to love yourself, how to adjust yourself, and how to improve the quality of your relationships, it does start with you. And believe it or not, doesn't that make you feel good that you can actually help change your relationships? So that's what I'm going to do this Sunday. 3-hour seminar. If you've been suffered, a hard breakup, a very abusive relationship, and you still carry the wounds inside your heart and your mind, and you're so afraid to get close to anything, it's time to heal you. Now, we're not trying to push you into a relationship, but we want a new relationship with yourself. Because remember, one of the things you may not know, but when you think about them, and it starts in here, when you think about them, it's inside you. And when you think about them, it's really about you because your brain has captured them, organized a character within you to use it on you and to control you and to keep you from getting hurt, but you stay hurt for the rest of your life. So, this Robert Jean, come and learn how to take control of your life, learn how to heal yourself, learn how to move past the traumas, the hurts, and the issues you're living with now. Life is for living, and I want you to have a great life. So, this Robert Jean in the great state of Oklahoma, learn to love yourself, learn to like yourself from within yourself. Because what you have here affects you and affects them, and others are watching. So come check it out. Come this Sunday. We'll see you at 12 o'clock Central Time. Love yourself, like yourself, be kind within yourself. This is Robert Gene. Peace.